Did you know it could take you as little as 60 seconds to save a life? Cancer affects as many as 1 in 2 people in their lifetime. We like to assume that this is relevant only when we reach a ripe old age, but cancer is killing young people too. I've had my eyes opened to this reality in the last few years, and I've been to too many young people's funerals, so I know this to be true. The reality hit our family hard when my son Alex was diagnosed with leukemia, a type of blood cancer, at 19. His life for the next few years was grueling cycles of chemotherapy, interspersed with brief periods of recovery. Midway through the planned 3.5 years of chemo, he was told the leukemia had returned, and his only treatment option now was a stem cell transplant. During Alex's time in hospital, I met Debbie. Her son, also called Alex, was diagnosed with lymphoma, which is another type of blood cancer, at 18. He's also had to endure numerous different chemotherapy treatments, but each time, after relatively short periods of remission, he's relapsed. He received stem cells from Debbie on a few occasions, as she's a partial match, and this put him into temporary remission, but sadly the cancer returned each time. After his most recent relapse, Alex has been told his only option now is a stem cell transplant from an unrelated but fully matched donor. Both these young men have endured physical and emotional battles that included some really frightening times when it wasn't certain that they would pull through. They've shown incredible courage and resilience throughout, managing to have some bright moments along the way and some darkly humorous ones too. Both young men are of mixed ethnicity, and it's a sad fact that patients like them are currently much less likely to find a suitable donor, simply because people of minority and mixed ethnicities are hugely underrepresented on donor registers worldwide. This fact alone put them both in a really tough place, trying desperately to hang on to hope whilst the clock is ticking. But thankfully, our Alex was lucky. He received donor stem cells that had travelled to the UK from India, and after a period in hospital in order to protect him whilst he had no immune system, he finally came home 2 years on, and he's recovering really well. Alex Nicholson has not been so lucky. He is still urgently looking for a stem cell donor to save his life, and he is fast running out of time, which is why I'm asking for 60 seconds of your time to register to become a potential donor. The fact is that many people don't consider joining the register until they are personally affected. The harsh reality, though, is that many more of us will be affected, if not directly, than through someone we know. It's simple. You register online, get sent a cheek swab kit, and return your sample in the post. For those lucky enough to be called upon to save a life, stem cells are most often collected through blood donation, and it takes just a few hours of your time. So if you've not yet registered and you're 55 or younger, then please take 60 seconds to register online and let it be the very next thing that you do today. Alex simply doesn't have time for it to be on our to-do list for tomorrow.